So if you line these up where they meet at the bridge, as long as your trim guys made the panels like they're supposed to, they usually do. This here distance here and this distance here should be the same. Okay, that's about where we want it. See, if you look here, this is where my mark was originally, and now we're in about a 1/2 inch. That makes sense why I mentioned about putting the top in first, because if you start at the bottom and now you have to move the top over a little bit, well, now it's going to have a little bit of a crook in there. Okay, so now that we got this pretty close to where we want it, I'm gonna go ahead and hold that. Cut my 3 inches in here. Let me check this again. Okay, we need to trim this down just a touch. We'll go like that so you guys can see this. You see that's running with my ridge. So now if you measure off of here, you're going to have, and I'm only going to go a little bit. We won't quite go 3 inches. That's a little bit excessive. We'll go ahead and measure off here, measure off here. That way our crease, when we do our crease, it'll be right on the ridge and it'll line with this here one here. Square. So this panel, this is going to go on top, this is going to go underneath. So my valley piece here, instead of cutting along here, I'm going to cut back at an angle like this, because I don't want to have the interference of this one with all this here. That makes sense? And I'm going to cut him all the way off. And we're going to there. Get your mark here. You can have your mark there. Now, this bottom one here, I'm going to go ahead and cut along the top. Like that. And we'll go ahead and trim him off a little bit. I'll leave it plenty on there. If we need to trim a little bit more, we can. So, if you have a little brake, if you happen to own one, it's going to be a pain to use up on the roof because it's crease sees. This is all going to be underneath your ridge cap, so you don't have to necessarily worry too much how this crease is going to look. I just take the 6-inch benders, run them in. get it started. Bend them all the way over so it's a nice crease. Bend them back a little bit, like that. Trim off your sharp corners.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for checking out these videos. Hope what you learned was very valuable for you. If you've got any questions or comments or would like to see something else, please reach out on our email or on our website. Thank you.